Welcome my witches while I show you how I do the Aqua Blood nail. Okay, of course, get your baby oil, and most importantly, when using this gel tip glue, you have to have a laminated piece of paper, but it has to be clear on both sides. So I used clear duct tape, and I just, taped one side, laid it over, and then taped the other side, and it works great. So clear duct tape is really all you need for that. Super base, and I do that just to kind of put a cover over it so it's a little stronger. It's not needed, but I like to do that. And some red food coloring. I put a fancy sticker on it because I'm extra like that, but you don't have to do that. A medicine dropper, and any type of brush really, just to kind of seal the sides, scissors to cut, and of course your nail. Now let's start on this laminated duct tape paper. And we're going to leave room for your cuticle. So I cut it off about here. I like to have a little extra room when I'm putting in the glue to seal the bottom. So take that gel tip glue and you're just going to brush it on that whole length of the nail right there. Okay, now I'm taking the gel tip glue and I'm just generously placing it on the laminated duct tape, just like that. Keep adding it as you see the length of the nail. You might notice you need a little bit more, so just add a little bit more as you go. I don't like to add too much to start because I don't want to waste it, but that's all a preference. Okay, put the nail on top of the glue, and we're going to take the brush and we kind of just move the glue more to the side. That way it has a really strong seal on it. Do not add any glue to the top part. That is done at the end. Okay, and cure it. And then once it's cured, you could just kind of peel it off. Super easy, just pops right off. See, super easy, pops off. Okay, now you're going to take your gel tip glue and you're going to seal the bottom part of the nail. Don't push the glue up, just seal that open space. Now you may need to go in twice to cure it, but do it quick because you don't want it to sink into the nail. So add a smudge of gel glue, cure it, come back. I dip my brush in and it gives me kind of more of a thicker consistency. And then I'll just dab more in and then go all the way up the top to give it a really thick coating. That way I'm rough with my nails, okay? So I like to make sure if I'm shaking it and tapping it, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to break and I'm going to have red food coloring all over me because that happens. I learned that making that will happen. They will pop up. So I like to make it strong, and that's my way of making strong. You can use super base too, but I like the gel glue. Now you're going to go and cut the sides, just trim it up a little bit. Little bit off the top. Like that. Now we take the red food coloring, dragon's blood, put a little bit in the cap. You don't need much. Set it down. That'll be what you use for this nail. Then take the baby oil, same, put it in the cap, set it down. That is what you will use for this nail effect. Now take the medicine dropper and a few drops of red food coloring and add that in slowly. Do not go fast with it. You want to do it slow. Now do the same thing but with the baby oil. You're going to do a few drops into the nail. Don't worry about the mixing. It's red food coloring and oil. It does not fully mix together. And you kind of just add it in until you get the look that you're going for. Do not fill it all the way up. That will leave you with no air bubbles, and you do want air bubbles. So I'll push some out now, and I'm going to get more of the red food coloring to give it more blood effect. And I'm going to push down, and I push down too hard. That's what happens when you push down on the dropper too hard. You're going to get that. Okay, I'm glad this happened during the video so I can explain to you guys what to happen. Take the scissors because it'll get clogged. You put too much in at one point, and then that air bubble gets kind of clogged. So take the scissors, kind of just push it in, but be careful because you don't want to undo the seal from the sides, okay? And then add in a little bit more oil, not much, lightly. Don't press hard on that. Learn from me. Okay, perfect. Just like that. You see that little amount of air bubble that's still in there? We're going to seal it like that. Take the gel tip glue, and we're going to go on the top, cure that. And then we can go in for a second time after it's cured, add some more, and then cure that. And bam, look at that. I love it. It's one of my favorite effects for Halloween this year. I am all on board. Now just go in with a file and just clean up the sides. That's that extra glue that was on there. I first seen this from Ball Pit Nails, so that's the first creator I seen that did this. I don't know if anybody did before, but so this is what she did. She put some Milky on the back and then did a matte top coat, and it just like, it was a vibe. So I immediately had to try it and I loved it. So now I just thought I would show you guys my way of creating the same type of look that she did. Although hers was a little bit different, this is just my way of doing it. Now cure that, and then we'll come back and add some matte top coat to it. This is the Brit Brat Nail did matte top coat, as well as the Gel Tip Glue is by Brit Brat Nail Did. Okay, and then we're gonna cure it, come back, and look at that. We have the Blood Drip Aqua Nail in a matte, and I love it. It's such a vibe. So let me know in the comments, do you guys like this? Are there other tutorials you guys would like to see? Let me know. Thanks.